Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Shannon, hey, guess what day it is? Come on, I know you can hear me. Mark, what day is it, Mark? Hey, Paul, guess what day it is? It's Gold Fever Radio Day.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank, it ain't that long.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome once again, Gold Fever Radio. Sure glad you guys all tuned in this evening. It's 5 o'clock someplace. And I was just sitting here, you guys get in that chat room earlier and start to yak. And I'm just sitting here reading some of your guys' chats. And I went to respond. And all of a sudden I looked up and it said like 30 seconds. I said, oh my gosh, where did the time go? It just flies by. I can't believe it's another week already. Yes, it is Wednesday, August the 7th, 2024. That means there's only 146 days left in this year. The year is flying by. It's going to be gone before you even know it. All right, let's see what's going on. Today is National Purple Heart Day. So all you veterans out there, thank you for your guys' service. We wouldn't be doing what we enjoy if it wasn't for all you guys. So, hey, thank you. It's also, let's see, it's National Raspberry and Cream Day. It's National Sea Serpent Day. It's National Lighthouse Day, and it's National Pickleball Day. Had an itch there. Tomorrow is National Whataburger Day, National CBD Day for some of you guys, and National Dollar Day. So get those dollars out tomorrow, spend them. I don't know if you guys saw this in the news. I was watching the news earlier. I do that once in a while. I watch the news. I'm watching the news earlier, and it showed, I guess somebody had, one of these house cameras shining into their home, and it had they had like 3 dogs, I think, and one of the dogs is sitting there chewing up, I don't know what it was, a cell phone or something. Anyway, it was chewing it up, and it was one of them lithium batteries, and it ignited, and it started a fire, and these dogs are all just sitting around watching this fire. And the fire gets bigger and bigger until eventually all the dogs ran out through the doggy door and the house burnt down, of course. So I don't know if it was good. The camera apparently didn't do them any good, and dogs destroyed their home. So anyway, let's see. On this day in history, George Washington creates the Purple Heart, 1782. That's probably why today is National Purple Heart Day. And also, in 1959, the first satellite was launched to film the Earth. I guess that's how it all became Google Earth and all of that type of stuff. All right, let's see what's going on in events. August 23rd to the 24th, that's the Moon Lake Gathering. That's in Utah. I'm going to be leaving next week to go out to that. So I'll be out to the Moon Lake Gathering, and then I'll leave there, hang out there for probably a week or so, maybe hunt some treasures or something. And then I'll make my way to Colorado, do some dredging over there. See, the end of October, that's the Superstition Mountain Rendezvous out there. I'll make my way over to there, too, the end of October. I'll go to that one as well. November 15th through the 17th, that'll be my Patreon outing out in the Gold Basin area. We'll do some nugget hunting and meteorite hunting. December 28th through 1/1 is a New Year's event here at the camp. If you want more information on that or become a part of that, you can call 928-851-7167. Like I said, I'll be leaving next week to go over to do that. Let's see, what else is going on in the world in the news? If you guys follow the lotteries, Mega Millions, 398 million. Should be nice to win something like that, wouldn't it? Powerball is only 185 million. What I wanted to do, too, I want to right now, let's check precious metal prices just for the hell of it. Saw the stock market lost money today. All precious metal prices look like they're up right now. Gold went down though, but it's $23.85. Silver really dropped too. It's $26.71. Platinum is $9.27. So that's what's precious metal prices are. Okay, let's see. What else is going on here? Question of the day. Why was New Orleans ever built? That baffles me. That totally baffles me. So it's like this here. Uh, you got some guys going up the Mississippi River, paddling in their boats or whatever they're doing, and all of a sudden they stop and they look around and they say, George, I think if we got rid of this water here, I think we could live here. So they put up all these dikes and everything and levees, and they drain the water out, and then they live there. So I just don't understand that. Anyway, that was in 1718 by French settlers along the Mississippi River. It's 10 to 15 feet above sea level, and some parts of the city is below sea level. So they have to put these, to keep the city from flooding, they built all these levees and canals and pumps. That just baffles me. It makes absolutely no sense at all to me. See, what else is going on? The oldest person in the world, Maria Morales of Spain, was born March 4th, 1907. She's 117 years old. Can you imagine? 117 years old. The oldest man is John Tinniswood. He's 111. He's born August 26, 1912. So he's got a birthday coming up. He's going to be 112. Man, happy birthday, John. And if it's your birthday out there too, happy birthday to you guys too. Let's see. Tobin Bell, he's a movie actor. He's 82, his birthday. What else is going on here? All the prizes from the prize wheels have been sent out, so everybody should have already got all their prize wheels by now. All your prizes. Well, now here's some interesting facts. I heard today, this is what I heard today. There's a new segment. What I heard today. What I heard today was that there is actually a microorganism that preys on gold. A microorganism that eats gold. So now imagine this here. You're one of these little organisms and you're crawling on the ground and you see the little fine pieces of gold and you eat it because you like all the gold. So once you get gold, well, now they're going to poop out nuggets. So if you ever get a nugget and it smells a little strange, it may have came from one of them little organism people type things. Okay. And did you also know that the human body contains gold? Mine contains more gold than the normal because sometimes when there's just a little flick in the pan, I actually just eat it. But the body contains gold. So if you weigh, this is on average of a 154-pound person, there's 0.2 milligrams of gold. It acts as a protector of your joints and a conductor for electricity, guiding electrical signals throughout the body. So, you guys are all golden. That's why they say you're golden. What else is going on here? What else? Fun fact. Here's a fun fact. 1881 was the first metal detector ever invented. Everybody knows who invented the first metal detector. Of course, that was Alexander Graham Bell. I never knew that. He invented that to try to find a bullet that was lodged in President James Garfield. And that is the rest of the story. We had a guest that was supposed to be on, and she never got back to me to, I don't say rectify, but to confirm that she was coming on tonight. So I don't see no guest. Let's go see who's popping in the chat room here, shall we? Let's see. Paul's first. Hello, Paul. Richard Gibson. Hello from Michigan. Paul from Wisconsin. Trucking Nomad. He's all over the place. He's Nomad trucking all over the way. With Richard Duke. Hello. Lisa Tucker. Hello. Daryl Lane. Hello, Daryl. Yeah, I'm going out to see Daryl in the morning. Crazy Daryl. I got to get up bright and early to get out there. But I'll set my alarm so I can get up earlier. John. Hello, John. Richard Gibson. Northern Grayling. I'm in the northern layer Grayling. Well, hello. Mark Nye, hello. From Missouri, 79 degrees right now. Wouldn't that be nice? I was just looking at the weather here. It's at 102. We're cooling down. It's going to be cold before you know it, Uh, but 102 today, so it's cooling down. Chuckles, 470, hello. Neil Young, hello, Neil. Tad Hamilton, battery pack, he says. Tad, Tad's a wealth of information, too. Tad knows a lot of type of stuff, too. I always get my info from Tad. If I don't know anything, I can just call Tad. Say, Tad, give me the info. Tad knows that. Rubber Ducky Prospecting, hello. Rick Messina, hello. And Gary, good evening from California. All right. Well, hey, welcome everybody. Glad you guys decided to tune in. Like I said, I don't have a guest tonight because they took off. You know what I do have? I got my business cards in the mail today. What do you guys think of these business cards? You like them? My new business cards. Cool, huh? That's the front. That's the back. So supposedly you scan that. Did I go blurry again? You scan that thing and it takes you to the website. That's pretty cool. So you know what they say, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, follow, add all that type of stuff on all of our pages. Gold Fever Radio, Gold Fever Adventures, Alaska, yeah. Alaskan, I just saw Alaskan Adventures. Hello. Yeah, Gold Fever Adventures, goldfeveralt.com, goldfeveradventures.com, goldfeverradio.com, and yeah, and YouTube. That's where you guys all are, I think, on YouTube. Somebody's in Facebook, I see that. And yeah. So the question, found that plant with bulbs today in Nevada where they say gold might be near. Those are known as trumpet plants. Does that mean that's the question, or is that what that is? Tad said, oh, Tad is there from Facebook. I see that now. Oh, very interesting. I just noticed that. I just noticed I could put it on Facebook, I don't know, a few weeks ago. But I see there is somebody there from Facebook. Old Tad himself. Great old Tad. Yeah, so the question, I got a question. Yeah, so that's what those are. Trumpet plants, they say they grow in mineralized soil. Doesn't mean there's gold there. They just say they grow in mineralized soil. And of course, gold loves mineralization. So that's why you can find gold near where you find trumpet plants. Cheers. Okay, who's got a question? The question. Old for sure. You're old, Tad. Yes, you are old for sure, Tad. Thought I saw a question up there. John says 107 here today. Where you at, John? Phoenix? Tucson? Be 107. It's hot all over. I think it's starting to cool down a little bit, though. As I'm sitting here, of course, with air conditioner blasting behind me, fan over there blasting, and yeah. So, what's happening? What does everybody want to talk about? We're gonna have who's going to? I know Daryl ain't going. How come you ain't going to Moon Lake, Daryl? I'll have to ask you that tomorrow. Warm 59 degrees in Alaska. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Alaska is a place to go to find the big ass nuggets, or nuggets anyway. It's Australia, I guess, too. But anybody going to the Utah thing? 66 here in Pennsylvania. Been raining all day, and we're getting 2 more days of this. John, Texas. Wow. That's pretty hot for Texas, isn't it? There ain't no gold in Texas. There's oil. There's black gold oil. I think is that what they call oil, is black gold. So nobody's going to the Utah rendezvous thing. Who's going to the superstition rendezvous? Anybody? What else has happened? Oh, I got these still. One of these days, I'm going to be giving a set of these away. These Raycon, these are earbuds that they sent me to give away. So I'm going to give one of those, that set away here in the upcoming weeks. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, so that's why you'll want to make sure you're following all the pages and stuff, because when I post it, you guys will be the first ones to know what's going on. Tad says, any near new asteroids? Any near new asteroids? Okay. Big gold mine company bought up smaller ones in Baden, Nevada. Town fixing to grow from 800 to 2,000. Is that where you're at? You know, I remember one time I was in, where was I at? I was in California. So I was out by, what is that? Johannesburg and Red Mountain. And we're further down the hill there where Walmart is. Is it Redland or I forget what that town was down there. There's a Walmart down there. Oh, I forget what they would call that town. Red something, I thought. Not Red Mountain. Down by the, I think there was an Army base out there, a Navy base out in that area someplace. But I was out in that area anyways, and I left there to put my GPS in to go up into Nevada. And it took me into Beatty, Nevada, but it took me through Death Valley. And I'm driving down these long ass dirt roads thinking I had no cell phone service or anything. So I knew if I was going to get in trouble, I was going to get in trouble. But so I spent some time. I stayed in the campground there in Beatty, Nevada. It was a nice town. I went out and visited that. They've got a ghost town out there. Went out and visited that for a while. And I always wanted to go back. The museum, I went in the museum that they had there. That was kind of cool. The museum. Let's see here. PA, Patriot Prospecting. Hello. Is your phone signal booster still working in the heat? Yes, it is. I don't always have it on. I only put it on if I need it. What kind of acoustic guitar do you have behind you? I have quite a collection of instruments. All right. Let's see. That acoustic, I got all types of acoustics. That acoustic over there is a Keith Urban. This acoustic here is a Fender Elvis. There's acoustic over there. That's a Martin. Thought I had more too. But there anyway. I collect guitars. I can't play them. I just like the sound of them. So I collect guitars. Reg Chris, you're right, Daryl. Reg Chris. See, Daryl knows a lot of stuff too, man. Amazing. So, yeah, I spent time out there. It was actually in Duesenberg. I think that was China. China something is where the Army base was, out in that area near Reg Chris. We was out there gold mining and all that area by the railroad tracks down there. And we'd go into Reg Chris to shop in that. Rocky Mountain Prospector, hello. Don G, hello. Good evening. Ridgecrest is the town. Yeah, so you guys are all pretty smart. Hey, Jack, have you seen the Avanti Taurus near speaker yet? I gained up a Bluetooth adapter for my STC 2300 and like using the Taurus better than headsets. I haven't. I have not. I tried to see if Bluetooth earbuds would work on one of my 6000, but it wouldn't. China Lake, you're right. Oh, you're so smart, Daryl. That's right, China Lake. I've got a 300 Fender. Sounds great. Ridgecrest is on fire. Wow, sorry to hear that. Huh, look at that. All you guys, man. You guys like know all types of stuff. All you people, man. Man, you guys are smarter than smart. That's why I can't fool you guys with nothing because you guys are just too smart. You know too much. When was the first metal detector invented? Who can tell me that real quick? When was the first metal detector invented? Let's see. My mountain, Black Mountain, is just south of there. Oh, okay. Go feel that secret base of China. 1818. You're close. 1881. 1881. Alexander Graham Bell. Remember. Uh, so Daryl, the Black Mountain. I don't remember where Black Mountain is. If you go, isn't south? If you go south of there, you run into. I don't know what that town is. I think they call it Four Corners or something like that, where you drop down the hill and you got gas stations. You got, I think it's a big truck stop there on a couple corners, and I forget what they call that way up there on top of the hill. And then you drop down that long road that goes down. Then you go up over the railroad tracks, and then you keep going through the mountains, and you come out to the fork that takes you either to China or to Ridgecrest. 1881. That's right, Mark. 1881. Did you get that new detector? No, Paul, I haven't got it yet, and I don't know what that. I sent them a message again last week, and they told me sometime around the 1st of August, but still haven't got nothing. So I doubt I'm going to get it before I have to take off on my journey. Let's see. What am I missing here? So no, I didn't get the new detector yet. I ought to send them another one, but if I don't get it out soon, I ain't going to get it. Jack, is the Gold Claw pocket pan very effective? John says. Well, John, I just happen to have a Gold Claw pocket pan right here. So for the size, compared to the size, another pan, a small pan is pretty big. This one here is pretty simple. You can put this in your pocket and your backpack. It doesn't take up a lot of room. And for sampling, this is probably a better pan actually for sampling than your round pan is. So yeah, I would say that it's probably pretty good. I mean, you're not going to get any production work through that, but for just sampling in little creeks and stuff like that, or even dry panning, this is actually a pretty good pan for that. Yes, it is. Kramer Junction, town is born. All right, trucking nomad. All you guys know everything. Let's see. Interesting, Jack. YouTube video is 1 second faster. Really? The YouTube is 1 second faster. Huh? It's next to Ina Yokoren. Okay, all that area. Kramer Junction. Film crew spotted large black streaks on side of mountain gold leaching. John, let's do. John, I got mine to know today, but haven't tried it yet. Black Mountain is north of Barstow. Okay. Barstow, I think, is where you're on the freeway, and I remember driving through. You exit through Barstow to go to over down towards whatever, and then you got to drive down. That I remembered there was all those little towns, Johannesburg and Red Mountain and whatever those were. And then you drop down from there. Actually, I think that's where the post office was. We used to go to a little town or a little place called Duesenberg, which was an LDMA camp by the railroad tracks down at the bottom there. And anyway, we found decent gold down in that area, though. So I used to go out there, play a few times. I don't go out there anymore, but that was a long time ago in a land far, far away. Rubber Duck said Barstow is a bit shaky right now. Interesting quake sequence going on, geographically speaking. Really, it's shaking? Okay. All right. Knoxbury Farm ran Calico Ghost Town. Where's the ghost town? I was a kid. I went to Knoxbury Farm. I remember gold panning when I was like 8 years old or something like that. 6 years old. I don't know, something like that. I remember going to Knoxbury Farm, and all I remember is the jams that they had. Buying all these jams, or my mother bought all these jams. But I remember gold panning there. Ducky M53 last night, 400 plus aftershock so far. Wow. Yeah, this whole world is going crazy right now. There's flooding going on in certain spots. Other spots is burning up. Uh, this whole world's a mess right now. New shipping plan planned right where quakes are happening. Huh. So, anyways, you know what I should do before I forget? I should play a commercial, huh? I better play my commercial before I forget. I got to pay some bills. Hold on, folks. I'll be right back.
ICMJ, the International California Mining Journal, was first published in 1931, 93 years old this year. Since our first issue, our goal has remained the same, and that is to provide miners with a voice, a marketplace for their goods and services, and to offer expert advice and tips from our knowledgeable writers, miners, geologists, all in the field. We still offer our 12 and 24-month print subscriptions, but keeping up with the times and with our reader requests, the digital online subscription option allows for a simple and gorgeous reading experience using your preferred technology, your phone, your tablet, or computer. Sign up for our print, online, or both print and online at www.icmj.com or call us at 831-479-1500. For our advertising services, both display advertising and classifieds, select the Miners Market section or call us. Happy prospecting.
Happy prospecting. Good magazine. I got a load of gold pens, John says. So, California, why? Let me ask you guys a question. Why is it that California has so many earthquakes compared to other parts of the state or states? Why is California full of earthquakes? Let's see, Trucking Jack, you should make your camp part of the LDMA. No, my camp will never be part of an LDMA camp. We don't have anything to do with LDMA anymore. I joined LDMA back in early 90s, and about 3 years ago, I let my LDMA membership go. I'll never visit probably another LDMA camp, nothing again, so that's all. I could answer, but way too hard for chat. Oh, let's see. There's a Black Mountain is hemmed in between Highway 14 on the west, Highway 390 feet to the north-south. It's the most northern mountain of the El Paso Peaks, Kern County. Huh. 395, that's a long road there, isn't it, that goes down through all of them, that goes into through the mountain passes from up above where the gas stations are. Wasn't that 395? I'm just guessing. I don't know. That's where we met. That's where we met, Ted? Is in Duesenberg? Wow, that was a long time ago. Holy mackerel, you got a better memory than I do, buddy. Randy's Treasures Adventures. Hello. I can't believe, it's funny that sometimes, oh, yeah, Stanton. Yeah, okay, Stanton. That makes more sense, Stanton. But I know at Duesenberg, there was this couple that came up to me one time, and, this was several years ago, saying hi, blah, blah, blah. Back then, I used to sell stuff, and I used to sell honey. It was one of the things I sold, because we had honey farm out here, and so I used to get a lot of honey. But I sold some honey to this couple. So anyway, they were telling me, we bought some honey for you. Do you remember it? Absolutely, I do. No. And that was out Duesenberg camp. Let's see. Goes to Carson City, Nevada along the mighty river. It's all way too much for me. I can't keep up with all that stuff, guys. You know, I yeah. Let's see. Yes, 395 starts and has posted that runs into Central Oregon. Oh wow. See, that's way too, you guys giving me way too many cities and streets. I've got to have a map. I'm gonna have to bring out a map and start to look at a map to figure out what you guys are all talking about. Where you at, trucking? Where you at now? You in the Salty City, or are you in trucking on the road someplace? Cheers. John grew up in Tucson. You're in St. George, Utah. I'll be going through St. George next week. Next weekend, I'll be going through St. George. I'll leave here. I go up through, I guess I'll go through Parker, and then 95 into Needles, and then up through, let's see, Needles, and you go into, what is that, into Nevada, the Railroad Pass, and all the way up through there, and then Mesquite, yep, and then into St. George. So I'll stay at different places. One time I'll make it to Cedar City. I like to metal detect one of the parks in Cedar City. So when I do travel like that, I like to look through the topo maps and see what cities that are stoppable in, and then I'll do some research on internet and kind of find out the parks, where the parks are, how old they are, and then I like to go detect them. Uh, I was kicked out of a park once. That was last year or the year before. I was kicked out of the park. They told me I couldn't be in the park detecting. So I had a friend tell me, you got to wear one of them orange vests when you go in the parks. Then they maybe just think you're a worker fixing sprinkler systems or something, looking for somebody's ring. I don't know. But anyway, so I started wearing these vests, and I ain't been kicked out since I started wearing the vest. And I found out the other thing, don't go early in the morning too, because that's when park workers, they go in the morning to do any work. And then after that, because they're all city employees or whatever, then they take off and hide the rest of the day. So don't go early in the morning, go later in the afternoon, stay out in the parks. Home with food poisoning. Tad, what's food poisoning? Oh, you're home with food poisoning, Tad? Is that what you're saying? You got food poisoning, you ate some bad food. Orange vest and a hard hat. Yeah, a hard hat's it's hard to wear a hard hat when you're wearing headphones. Wow. Well, you shouldn't be eating that Chinese food, Tad. That'll get you every time, I keep telling people stay away from that. It's bad stuff. So I see that we ain't gonna have a guest tonight. So let's see. I'll be here next Wednesday. If anybody wants to be a guest, you guys are more than welcome to be a guest. You can jump on. Maybe you ought to get Tad in here, be the guest. Maybe Daryl will be the guest. We'll get Daryl in here maybe next week. We'll put Daryl on as the guest for next week. But then after that, so I'll probably leave maybe Thursday of next week and head out. David Lackey, hello. Hey, Jack, I'm by Salt Lake City. Let me know when you come through. Well, if you're at Salt Lake City, Dave, I'm going to go. Let's see. I'll go up through. Let's see. I'll go up. I don't know what canyon that is where I cut over. I think that's Spanish Fork Canyon before Provo and Orem area, and then I'll cut over to Heber City, and I'll probably stay in Heber City at the Walmart in Heber City. Is the way that I'll come up. Daryl Rose, hello. It's the way I'll go through that there. So I don't know where. What are you doing in Salt Lake, Dave? You working in Salt Lake now? There ain't no gold in Salt Lake. Daryl Rose says, sure, I'll be the guest. All right. We're always looking for guests. We always like to talk to prospectors to find out what people are doing in this world. Working in Salt Lake. Is it right in the Salt Lake area you're working, Dave? Or outside of the Salt Lake area? We're at in Salt Lake. Salt Lake consists of many Midvale, Murray, and then you get to the outer South Salt Lake, North Salt Lake, Sandy. Are you right in Salt Lake or outer Salt Lake? There's a park in Salt Lake that I always wanted to go back and detect up in Murray, an old city park in Murray. Oh, West Jordan. Oh, wow, that's where my parents used to live, in West Jordan. And then they sold their house and they moved to retire one of them old folks' home in South Jordan. So if I go visit my dad, there he's in South Jordan. Wow. Richard Duke, I could be a co-guest with your buddy sitting over your right shoulder. Yeah, you could be yeah, the two of you there. Roland Sec Prospecting. Hello. Yeah, Dave. So you work all day then? Because I don't know. So, well, I don't go over the point of the mountain. I think the closest I go down there is through, I think that's Provo Canyon or Orem. I think it's Orem. I'm not really sure where you cut up and over to Heber City. But so I'll go to there, I say, and then I'll spend probably the night in Heber City, Walmart. Yeah, there's gold in Salt Lake. There's a golden statue of a guy. Oh, I'm surprised nobody's flown in there with a helicopter to take that yet. Lots of rock counting in Utah. Red Barrel, but not sure about that AU in Utah. Yeah, Utah's not known for a lot of gold. If there's any good gold in Utah, Kennecott already has that sewed up. So, if that's still Kennecott. We used to go up, play a lot, like going up Bingham Canyon. There's an old park out there, Dave, going towards the Kennecott Mountains on the west, out in that area, West Jordan area or South Jordan, in that area. There's an old, Truckee No Man knows all about that. There's an old park that was built in like the late 1800s or early 1900s. But I heard that there's been some old coins found in that park. I went out there and I had problems with my detector when I went out there, so I never did get to really detect it. But I always wanted to go back and detect that park out there. But it's an older park out there. They built the city, or they build a city out there on, I don't know, this whatever that city is that they build out there, a newer city. Anyways, I don't know nothing. What do I know? Yeah, you have to look that up. Or I'll have to tell you what the name of that park was. I don't remember. But I remember parking there. There's houses across the street. But, yeah, I had problems with my detector, though. But you walk in, I know there's big pillars, and it said something on the pillars of the date. But I'd find out what the name of that park is. But, yeah, it's on the west out there. So you take the highway, that one highway, whatever that is, not Bingham Highway, get off on there. Harriman. Yeah, that's right. Out by Harriman. Somewhere out in there anyway, there's an old park. Maybe it's Harriman Park. No, I don't know what the name of the park. I'll have to find out the name of it. But I heard stories of old coins being found out there, and since that's been around for so long, that you no telling what could be found out there. A lot of trash too, but there's valuables all over the place. Harriman, yes. I got a brother that lives in Harriman. I got a brother that lives in West Valley, and a brother that lives in Harriman. Hey, you, Leslie. Hello. Gold coins found in downtown Stockton, California, where old part Fort Dirt Road was used to make a little community. Wow, that'd be cool. I'd love to find some stuff like that there. But that's why I say those, them older parks, no telling what, even if you found silver coins and stuff like that, uh, it's always cool to find old stuff. You never, especially the old ones. That's why I heard that park that I like to go in Cedar City. It's in a book in the Treasure Book magazine. A guy found some coin from, I think it was the late 1700s, an old Spanish something coin, anyways. Some old guy, and he sold it for like $7,000 or something like that. And they just said it was in Cedar City, so I looked on in the maps of Cedar City, and I think they have 3 or 4 different parks. But so I found the oldest one, and that's when I went in there. I think I found silver in that park before. But miners rally in Liberty, Washington in a couple of weeks. Lots of gold to see and a night metal detector hunt. But so, anyways, yeah, I'll send you a message, Dave. Tell you what the name of that park was, so you can go out there and play. But we'll see what you're doing out there. Find out your days off and stuff like that. There. Why don't you come back to Arizona? I found an 1858 S quarter a few months ago. It has a far left mint mark and is one of 7 known to exist. Wow, that's pretty cool. Going to be at the Treasure Hunters Rendezvous in August. In August, you're talking about, yeah, I'm going out to the Moon Lake thing. That's August, what is that? August 23rd and 24th. August 23rd and 24th, the Moon Lake Gathering. Yes, I will be there. I will be there. I'm going to be hanging out, I guess, in Duchesne is where I'll be at, but I'm going to be there. Are you going bowling? Oh, you're funny. No, I like to collect bowling shirts. That's funny you'd say that. That's funny you'd say that. I want to come back to November, hoping maybe your hunt in November. Yeah, come on out, spend some time out here. We got to go back out to the desert. You know who used to wear a lot of bowling shirts in the TV show? You guys know that, don't you? That's probably where I got involved with starting to wear bowling shirts. I don't know why they call bowling shirts. Sweet, I'll be there as well. All right. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be there. Plan to be there. Herb, hello. Let's talk about claims going keeping. Good idea. Claims. So I think we have like 25, I think it is, claims in the club. BLM is raising their fees this year to, I think they're going up $40 a claim or something like that. That's ridiculous. And so last year, put in the newsletters on all the claims that people like may not visit the most, or I should say which claims they like the most. So the less popular claims, I thought, maybe I need to start downsizing. So what I was going to do, or what I posted, was that there were certain claims I was going to let go, or not let go, but sell for some, just basically cover the cost of everything. And so that's what I had done. So I think there was a total of maybe 6 or 7 of them maybe, that I was going to let go. And then redo a new claims guide the beginning of the year, and then reduce the overall fees of the club. So instead of being $100 a year, it'll just be $50 a year. And then who knows, it's all about rotating claims out anyways. I like to look for more claims out in, Gold Basin area, different areas where there's more popular, where people like to go. So That's it. You got to rotate. So, and I think out of those, I know people are supposed to go look this weekend. Some people are talking about looking. I know one's already been paid for. Somebody already bought one, but there's few or said they want. So there's still a few left. Okay. Estimated value of that silly quarter is about. Wow, that's pretty good. 15 grand. Wow. Yeah, back to them bowling shirts. That was 2.5 man. They used to remember Charlie always wore the bowling shirts. So they were always cool shirts. So I used to always look on the internet to look for bowling shirts. $50 is a good price. Yeah. When you got to pay all these claims and all of that and maintain them and bill them, it's almost worth just joining another club. That's what I'm beginning to think myself. It's just easier just to join a club, and I don't have to worry about it. Just let them worry about it. I would sell the whole club if somebody wants to come and buy the club, and let me just join the club and let them maintain it and pay for everything. Cheers. Oh, anyways, guys, so I don't have a whole lot to yak about. We've already covered everything I wanted to yak about or had to yak about. Big Lebowski came to mind when I turned in. Tad. Nope. What, Tad? Foundation silver dollar, 1882. I'd like to find a silver dollar. Gold miser, where do we look to see what claims are up for sale? You just got to send me a message, and I'll tell you what. There was the ones that were going. That was the ones that are basically I know that are left for sure. Is two in Havasu, and one of them out here in Vicksburg. And I think that's it right now. Everybody else is kind of wanting or said they wanted to go see him and all that. Let's see. Jennifer Bond, how did you do in Meadview last visit, Jack? I found those 2 nuggets, and that was it. I posted the one, and you were right about the one thing where you said that it's been hammered. So in one area where I found the one at, I knew there was a lot of trash around there. So that's when I took that Rolo magnet and really cleaned that all up all over there and then detected it. And when we had that push, a guy found one in that same area, but he dug a lot of the trash, but he found a piece, but I didn't want to dig all that trash. So I cleaned that up and I found one there. And then before last year, there was a couple guys up there, and they raked down a lot of areas up in there, raked a lot of spot, and they detected and they found a bunch of nuggets in there. Well, they missed one in that spot. Hey, Trucking Nomad, that one nugget I found up there was near that hole that you was playing in up there, down in that hole. Remember, one of the nuggets I found was right near that hole. I like the location of quartzite claims. Yeah, somebody said they want the quartzite claims when they get out here to pick up. They're out of town right now. So the gold is, you're right out there, though. The gold has been, I mean, I don't know how I got lucky when I first went out there and just hit that whole side of that hill. I can't believe nobody's ever been on that side of that hill, because I know I pulled easily over 300 nuggets out of that area. But now it's been so hammered out there that I keep going looking for new areas, but I always end up back looking for a crumb that somebody missed along the way on something else. And it's the gold there, and this is what's can be, the gold. Let's say there's a nugget down there, maybe 8 inches down. 8 inches down, if you just go the wrong direction or too fast, or you can barely miss that. Uh, the weather can change it after it rains or before it rains. If there's a lot of, static in the ground, and so there's a lot of variables that go into that there, you know, to barely miss the nugget. And so I keep going back to these spots where I keep finding them at because you just never know. But it's been a few weeks since a couple of weeks before I found those two, but found two. So it's always good when you find gold. You just need to prospect. Stop digging the same dirt. I know it's hard. Yeah. Selling, keeping just bent. Yeah, we're keeping just bent. That's what that whole side up there we're keeping. The only ones in that area that we're letting go is I sold the one that was called the desert, whatever that desert where the desert mine is. That one's gone, and the one very bottom one of that is for sale. That's it in that area there. All the others going up that hill and the top one. Everybody wants Gold Mountain, but yeah, there's been a lot of gold come off of Gold Mountain too. That's a hill that I pulled that one piece of rock out of there that you couldn't tell it had any gold in it until I washed it, and it had 18 grams of gold in it. So, and I've known a lot of people has pulled nice nuggets out of that place up in there. The direction your coral approaches, it can make a diff. Yes, even that, you could, they say like to really hunt an area out, you've got to like put flags on the ground, overlap your swings. You could spend an hour just in a little dinky square box just to really. I mean, I know one area that I was finding these nuggets in, and I told this one guy, why don't you come down here, and if you rake it, you'll find some nuggets. So he went out there and he raked it. He found 2 or 3 nuggets. And then after he'd left, I went back in. I found another one that he had missed. So it's all just, and the detectors, one detector might not go down 10 inches to pick it up, where another one will go down 10 inches to pick it up, or it's just barely out of reach and you won't pick it up, or you're also reading other minerals in the ground too, and that can interfere with your signals. So there's a lot of variables when it comes to detecting, but there's still a lot of gold out there. Find enough virgin patches by dog. Yeah, they're called. Jack, do you still have the claim south of Salome? Yes, yeah, still got those claims there. Those ones we're keeping too. Desert Rose. We call it chain in Australia. Dragging a chain to ensure your overlap. Oh, yeah. I think Gold Run 1 and 2 outside Salome are keeping. Yeah, those ones are keeping. I know you found some gold out there on those claims, and I know another guy there on the same area right there. I think that was called the Key Claim, but right in that area, he found a whole handful of nuggets there too. And it baffled me that this guy, Chris, he found them with the Equinox. He found, a lot of nuggets, but he had that Equinox dialed down. Okay, John, take care, buddy. Anyways, the gold or the certain claims we keep, it's just the ones that people really, didn't seem to visit a lot or whatever. Just had to downsize a little bit. So just thinning the herd, sell off some, pick up some other ways, other areas, let some go, pick up other ones, whatever. But for now, just have to downsize. So that's the scoop on that. So if anybody's interested, want to know what claims or anything, just send me a message. Okay. Anybody else got anything they want to yak about? Or did we cover everything we need to cover for today? What are your thoughts about the gold bug? Daryl Roll. Well, the gold bug is a decent detector. Gold bug. That's Fisher gold bug. You're talking about the gold bug 2 or the gold bug? That runs a very high frequency. I think that's like 71 that has a very high frequency, so that is really sensitive on surface. It's not good for depth, but it's good for smaller pieces of gold, shallower. But it is a good detector, and it does got some knobs on that, so you can kind of back off some of your hot ground where some of the other detectors you can't. You keeping the claims on Scenic Loop? Yeah, yeah. Uh, so, anyways, that's what's all happening. First one, first. Oh, the first one, the gold bug. I always heard they were the better ones than the gold bug twos. I don't know what's going on with the Fisher. One of the guys there I talked to said that they're supposed to be coming out with a PI machine that's supposed to be kicking ass. That's in the works of coming out. But, supposedly Fisher was supposed to be coming out with their PI before COVID hit. And then they said that, they couldn't get parts and all that because of COVID. So that's long gone. So they're overdue. But I'm looking forward to trying that new Garrett on the that Vortex. I want to try that as soon as that come out. I'm thinking of modifying a puffer dry washer for a battery-powered blower. Okay, that will work. Love my gold bug 2 box from Jack. Hey, all right. Glad you like it. I sell Fishers. I sell Fishers and Garretts. And what else do I sell? Them foreign ones too, like Noctos, Macros, and some of them ones too. Vulture City Gold Show, December 7th and 8th, going to become a great time. I haven't been out there in a long time, Vulture City. It's been a long time since I've been out there. That place has probably changed quite a bit. Wrong Gold Master 1000. Jack has a used one. I do still have a used Gold Master for sale. I do. I mean, not Gold Master, Gold Monster. I do have a Gold Monster for sale. I got a Gold Monster for sale, and I got an Equinox for sale. Deus, you're right. The Deus, Paul. Thank you. Yeah, Herb. Don't even get started on that. I'm a very mellow guy. I don't get involved with controversy. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about the bad, metal detectors out there. I don't get involved with that. I'm just very mellow. I'm just easygoing. Herb, you're an instigator. That's all I'm going to say about that one. So, we love you regardless. Okay. So, like I said, that's what I've got to say. That's not what Debbie from my... Yeah, you'll have to let me know what Debbie from Mind Lab says. I bet you she's got some stories to tell you about me, huh? And I got some stories to tell you about her, too. So we could swap some real good stories about that. See you in the morning when the sun gets up. Yeah, I'll have to go to bed early to get up, be out there at 6 o'clock. That means I got to leave here at 5:30. That means I got to get up about 4:30. I like my white Garrett's Goldmaster 24. That was a decent machine. The Goldmaster 24. I think that runs at 47 is what it is. But that was a decent machine. Anyways, okay, guys, that's all I've got to yak about. So I guess we'll let you guys all go out and go to bed, go back there. Some of you guys on the East Coast. Our sun is still shining here. What time is it? What time is it here? 6 o'clock here. Sun's going to be going down soon. I guess I'll go make some dinner, get ready for the evening, since I got to go out and see Daryl in the morning, bright and early, before the sun even gets up. I got to get up before the sun gets up. So you guys all have a great one. Let me find my outro here. Anyways, all right, guys, I appreciate all you guys hanging for another week. You guys all take care. Have yourselves fantastic evenings. Stay out of trouble, everyone. That's the main thing. Stay out of trouble. Get out, enjoy life, have fun. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. You guys are what makes it. It's you guys what makes the show. So thank you guys. So until our paths cross again, thanks for watching, everyone.